If you think a world without insects would just mean fewer bug bites, think again. The consequences would be far more devastating than you could ever imagine. Here are 15 mind-blowing facts about what would actually happen if insects disappeared. Insects play a crucial role in breaking down organic matter like fallen leaves and dead trees. Without them, dry plant material would pile up, creating the perfect fuel for massive wildfires. Insects may be small, but their absence could turn entire forests into tinderboxes waiting to ignite. Many aquatic insects like dragonfly larvae and mayflies help control algae populations by feeding on them. Without these tiny predators, algae would grow unchecked, suffocating fish and depleting oxygen levels. Say goodbye to fresh, clean water. Insects don't just spread diseases, they also help prevent them. Carrion beetles, ants, and other scavengers dispose of rotting carcasses before they can spread deadly pathogens. Without them, bacteria-laden corpses would linger, attracting disease-carrying rodents. You already know bees pollinate coffee plants, but many coffee pests are controlled by other insects. Without those natural predators, coffee farms would be overwhelmed by infestations. If you thought a bee shortage was bad for your morning brew, this would be much worse. Insects aren't just crucial for plants, they help keep rainforests alive. Certain bugs play a role in soil aeration, nutrient cycling, and seed dispersal. If insect-driven ecosystems collapsed, oxygen-producing forests would shrink. Without insects, fish populations would crash due to food shortages. And when fish populations plummet, their main competitors, jellyfish, thrive. We've already seen jellyfish blooms skyrocket in certain areas due to imbalances in marine ecosystems. Without insects feeding fish larvae, the ocean could become a gelatinous nightmare. No insects mean no food for spiders. Without spiders, populations of disease-carrying pests like rodents and cockroaches would explode. Spiders may be scary, but they're also one of the last lines of defense keeping urban pests under control. Think a food shortage only affects your grocery bill? Think again. Global trade relies on staple crops, and many of those depend on insects for either pollination or pest control. As food supplies dwindle, trade routes would slow, leading to economic crises in countries that rely on agriculture-based exports. This wouldn't just be a farming problem, it would be a worldwide financial disaster. You've heard about bees and coffee, but did you know the chocolate industry relies on a tiny insect called the midge? Midges pollinate cacao trees, the plants that produce chocolate. Without them, chocolate production would be impossible. No substitutes, no alternatives, just a world without chocolate. Let that sink in. So, the next time you see a bee, a beetle, or even a fly, remember, they might just be keeping our planet alive.